What's up, y'all? Let's do this. Oh, hi guys, welcome to Nicky's World. I'm Nicky, your host, and today, guys, we got an interesting podcast show for y'all today, man. Holy cow, guys. We got an interesting show for y'all, and this involves, I'll say this. This involves cryptocurrency, Democrat Party, and Ukraine. What do all three of these things have in common? So we're going to talk about that, and we got to talk about the VPINO, because did she say the quiet part out loud? Did she kill her party base in one fell swoop? Because if she did, the people that voted for her are as stupid as ever. Okay? So, anyway, guys, let me get through the show formalities. If you guys love Nicky's World so much, guys, seriously, guys, please consider donating a cup of coffee for me, because really, for the price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and Cumberland Farms, guys, you guys help keep this podcast show alive. You guys help me curate more stories, more topics like this to talk about. I do accept Bitcoin donations. I'm also on Locals, guys, if you guys want to support and sponsor Nicky's World. If you guys love Nicky's World so much, seriously, guys, please hit that like, subscribe. Please give me a review, good, bad, and the ugly. And also, guys, if you guys want to support Nicky's World through my affiliate sponsors, which are Shabari Study, Amazon, and eBay. Alright? And before we get the show on the road, literally, guys, if you guys love this episode and any of my other episodes on Nicky's World, please feel free to share this across all the social media platforms that are out there today. Whew. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, alright. I'm on the way to work now. I am diapered up as always. So let's get on with the show. So, first off, guys, here's a question for y'all. What do FTX Cryptocurrency, the Democrat Party, and the Ukrainian war conflict all have in common? I'll give you a question, guys. I'll give you a minute there to think about this. Okay, take your time, all right? Take your time. What do FTX Cryptocurrency, the Democrat Party, including the PINO, and the Ukrainian conflict with the war in Russia, what do all three of these things have in common? What do they all have in common, ladies and gentlemen? It seems to me there is a super scandal brewing that is about to make the Bernie Madoff Ponzi scheme and the Enron scandal look like a fucking walk in the park, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you this right now because there is an article from Reuters and the Red State, which will be linked in the description below, guys, that there is a cryptocurrency scandal going on right now, okay? And it involves the Democrat Party and it involves the Ukrainian war conflict. So it seems to me, guys, the VPINO through the Democrat Party is basically using cryptocurrency to funnel money. So think of it this way, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at the circle of Ponzi schemes, you have like the VPINO, you have the Ukrainian war conflict, and you have what? Like FTX currency? There is a scandal brewing, ladies and gentlemen, that FTX cryptocurrency through the Democrat Party is funneling money, our money, through Ukraine via cryptocurrency. Basically is this, guys. The Democrats have been using cryptocurrency as a front to funnel our money through cryptocurrency to Ukraine. And then it all circles back to the VPINO. What this tells me, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a scandal in the making. This is an Enron, Bernie Madoff super scandal in the making. This is what this is going on right now is making Bernie Madoff look like a nobody. This is basically, ladies and gentlemen, making like the Enron scandal and the Bernie Madoff scandal look weak and pale in comparison with this scandal right now. It is. And here's the startling part about all this, guys. The mainstream liberal media and the liberal social media is not even talking about it. They're ignoring it. They're hiding it. They're deflecting it. They're just saying, oh, it's not happening. Oh, and they're also fact-checking it. They're just giving, or as I call it, they're giving their opinions on it. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is a scandal in the making right here, folks. I'm telling you this right now. This whole debacle is about to fucking undo the Democrat Party. And you know the funny part here is this, guys? It's quite convenient that the Democrats and the liberal media hacks have hid this story for so long. They hid this story during the election cycle, okay? Because if this scandal got out during the election cycle, this would probably undo the Democrats' power reign in less than about a millisecond. So it seems to me, guys, this is the Democrats' attempt at hiding this. They got good at it. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, they got good at hiding this. Okay, they hid this so good, but now it's coming to light because the election's over, and now that people are are finally waking up and fucking smelling the damn coffee on this. I'm telling you right now, this is a scandal in the making. This is a scandal brewing. You can't fucking hide from this shit now. I mean, on the liberal media sites, they're probably suppressing this story, calling it like fake news or misinformation and all that. But on the other social media sites, they can't seem to hide from it anymore. I'm sorry. They can't hide from it. They can try to hide it and call it misinformation all you want, but the facts are coming. The facts are coming out slowly. I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen, the facts are coming out real slowly, and people are starting to wake up and starting to smell the goddamn motherfucking coffee. They really are. They really are, folks. They really are. This is a scandal that would make Bernie Madoff, who was sitting in a North Carolina federal prison doing 100 plus years. He's probably doing the slow clap going. He is. Because you know why? Because he's probably going like this. How the fuck did the VPINO get away with this shit and he gets caught with it? Yeah. I would ask those same questions too, Bernie. How the fuck is the VPINO getting away with this and not being caught? I'm wondering too, you know? I'm wondering as I'm driving to work. How the fuck? But believe me, man, this scandal, if this scandal got out on the mainstream media that FTX cryptocurrency is being used by the Democrat Party and the VPINO to funnel money into the Ukrainian conflict, this is a scandal that is huge. This is a scandal that can undo the Democrat Party in one fell swoop. In my opinion, this would be impeachable. This would be like an impeachable offense. This would, ladies and gentlemen. This would be an impeachable level offense on a grand scale. It would. Oh yeah, good. That was good coffee, guys. That was excellent coffee. That was. But like I said, guys, this would be considered an impeachable offense if it turns out that Joe Biden was in on this Ponzi scheme to basically use cryptocurrency, which was like what, FTX, as a front to launder money to Ukraine, and Ukraine would launder it back to the VPINO. If this is true, ladies and gentlemen, this would be the biggest scandal in this country. This would shake the very foundation of this country right here. Literally, anybody connected to Joe Biden who's responsible for this Ponzi scheme would probably wind up in federal prison by now, and Joe Biden would be impeached over this. He would be impeached and thrown out of office in about a half a millisecond over this. He would, ladies and gentlemen. He certainly would. And I guarantee you this, guys. I guarantee you this. If a Republican or a conservative did this, you would bet your paycheck that this would be all over the news by, let's say in about two hours, at the 6 o'clock news. I would bet my paycheck that if a Republican and conservative did what Joe Biden is doing in this Ponzi scheme, I would bet you that they would be thrown out of office, thrown in the nearest federal prison for this. But we all know Joe Biden's a Democrat, and he's protected by the liberal media, the liberal social media, and big tech. Wouldn't surprise me, because you know why? They're probably trying to bury this story because they don't want it coming out, or they don't want it to be known. Because if it's well known that they did in fact do this, that they in fact are laundering the money through Ukraine, this would be an impeachable offense on a grand scale. This would make like whatever impeachment scandal the Democrats were running on look weak. It would, ladies and gentlemen. It would. And I guarantee you this, guys. I guarantee you this. If a Republican ever did this, or a conservative ever did this, they would not be in power for long. They would be like They'd be cause for them to be thrown out of office in less than half a second. They would be calls for we need to throw them out. We need to kick them out. They don't belong there. They belong in prison. You would be hearing that up and down every liberal media pundit, liberal news network, and liberal social media network. You would hear that in less than half a second, folks. You would. Because you know why? I'll say this, guys. The liberal media machine and big tech and the liberal social media machine is protecting Joe Biden. They literally are. It's a foregone conclusion. They're protecting Joe Biden. That's all they're doing. And it doesn't surprise me, folks. It doesn't surprise me. But we see it all the time. We really do. We really do. And I'm not even shocked by this. I'm not, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not shocked by it. But what I am shocked by, folks, is that this scandal is coming to light right after the midterm elections. How is it, folks, as I'm sitting here driving on the Berlin Turnpike on the way to work, and I'm about to hit I-91, how is it that this scandal is conveniently coming out right after the midterm elections, right after the Senate is about to hold, let's just say it like this, the Democrats are about to hold the Senate, but the Republicans are about to hold the House. How convenient is that, folks? I'm thinking about this right now as I'm driving. There has to be something between the storylines here. There has to. There has to, folks. I'm making an educated guess here. I'm making an educated guess. They know they're going to get their asses kicked in the presidential election. They know, because either DeSantis or Trump runs for the White House. They know they're going to get their asses kicked. And they know things are getting bad. And we're going to talk about that in a bit on the show. We are going to talk about that. But believe me, folks, believe me, things are going to get bad. I mean, believe me, things are going to get bad. But with this Ponzi scheme that the Democrats are that's going on right now, where the Democrats are using like cryptocurrency, which is the company FTX, to funnel money to Ukraine, which in turn is funneling money back into the pockets of Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. I'm telling you guys, this is a scandal in the making, folks. This is literally a scandal in the making. Now, truth be told, if this is true, and if this is what the red state is reporting and what Reuters is reporting, my question is, how can Joe Biden still stay in office if this scandal is coming out to light? How can the VPINO, which is the illegitimate president, still stay in power when this scandal is like breaking news? How can he? That's all I want to know. How can this guy stay in power with this scandal brewing? It seems like this, guys. It seems like the Democrats either have ulterior motives, or they're trying to hide the fact that Joe Biden's a fucking lame duck and he's a fucking douchebag. They're trying to hide that. That's what I'm thinking, guys. That's what I'm thinking as I'm driving to work. But seriously, guys, if this is true that the Democrat Party and Joe Biden committed high crimes and misdemeanors by creating a Ponzi scheme to funnel money into Ukraine and funnel it right back into the pockets of Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. If this is true, ladies and gentlemen, if this is true, I will say this. This is a scandal that is bigger than Bernie Madoff and the Enron scandal in the 1990s. And if many of y'all weren't alive back then, I suggest you read up on the history of the Enron scandal during the 90s. That should clue you in on what's going on here. It should. But if this is true, I have to say this. At what point is the GOP going to get its collective head out of its ass and start investigating this shit? At what point? At what point is the GOP going to get its collective heads out of their asses and basically finally wake up and smell the fucking goddamn coffee and see the destruction that's going around in this country and say, enough's enough? When, folks? When? I'm contemplating this as I'm driving to work. I really am. I really am, guys. But in all seriousness, this to me, if this scandal is proven factually true, then I'm gonna say this on the podcast show. Joe Biden needs to be impeached. Joe Biden needs to be impeached for high crimes and misdemeanor, and this idiot needs to be removed from office. He really does, guys. This idiot really needs to be removed. If this is true, what he did, or what he is like doing behind the scenes, then I'm calling for him to be impeached and removed. Simple as that. I'm calling for a full impeachment and full removal of this idiot. if this is turning out to be truthful and factual, and if they're reporting that the Democrats did funnel the money, and they funnel it through a cryptocurrency exchange to Ukraine, which in turn is funneled back into the pockets of Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. If this is true, it's high time. It's high past time that we demand like congressional hearings. We demand impeachment hearings. We demand articles of impeachment on this guy. It's high past time, guys. It is. It's high past time. I really think so, man. It's high past time that we demand like that Joe Biden be impeached and removed from office for high crimes and misdemeanors. And this is one of them. This is really one of them, folks. It is. It is. But in any case, guys, I want to talk about this video and this tweet I saw. And I posted this video on my alternative social media platforms, and I posted this tweet on my blog. Did the vice president say the quiet part out loud? Did she say that? Because if she did say that, I just want to know like this. What fucking dumb, young, college-age, Democrat voting idiot would be okay with this? If she said the quiet part out loud, and if this is true, I just want to know who in their right mind would vote for this. Name me one young Democrat who thinks what the vice president said about you is okay. I'm like this. I'm like, do these people ever fucking realize that they say the quiet part out loud, and if their voting base gets whim of this, you think they're ever going to stay in power for long? You think they're going to stay in that position for long? I doubt it. I doubt it, because you know why? They'd probably be looking at them and go, why did I vote for you? Here's my take. Why would you vote for a party that's going to use you to get elected to stay in power, and then all of a sudden, after they got what they wanted, is diss the living hell out of you? That's all I want to know. That is all I want to know. How are these people okay with the vice president basically dissing the entire voting base? I want to know. It's like, seriously? I mean, these people, ladies and gentlemen, these people are from another fucking world. They really are. These people are really from another fucking world. They are. These people are the kind of stupid that makes my head hurt. They really are. They are the kind of stupid that makes me want to bang my head on the steering wheel all the time. They really are. They are that stupid to not realize that they're being used. And here's the other part I want to talk about this. And I'll give you another example. You know how the Democrats, they were all like in with the young crowd, the Andy, Brandy, Tifas, and how they wanted their student loan debt canceled. So the Democrats say, hey, you vote for us, we'll get your student loan canceled. Well, it kind of turns out that the VPINO doesn't have the authority to cancel anyone's student loan debt. So the authority rests at the hands of Congress. Congress has to make a law, an act that would cancel your student loan debt. So the young, dumb, and stupid Democrats who thought that the VPINO would cancel your student loan debt, and what you got to show? That like your student loan debt's not being canceled. The judge is saying, oh, that's unconstitutional. You bypassed the legislative process. You should have gone in front of the legislators first before you make an executive action. To me, that was just nothing more than trying to garner votes. That was just nothing more than trying to say, oh, I can get votes for this. I can get votes for that. I tell you guys, the young people who vote Democrats in droves, especially the white, young, cisgender women who vote for them, are one of the dumbest, stupidest voters that I have ever seen on this planet. They are the most young, dumb, and full of crap. I would say the other one, but I had to keep it family-friendly show. Okay? So, but believe me, these are the youngest, dumbest, stupidest Democrats on the fucking face of the earth. And how are these people, which I call the stupid smart Democrats, are okay with the vice president saying the quiet part out loud and dissing their party base or their voting bloc that they need to stay in power? How are they okay with this? That's all I want to know. How are they okay with this? How? And by the way, guys, the video is going to be linked in the description below. So I will let y'all see it, and you decide for yourself. Decide for yourself. How fucking dumb and stupid are they? How fucking dumb? How fucking dumb are they? They gotta be the most dumbest people I have ever seen. They gotta be the most dumbest human beings to ever walk this fucking planet. Or I'm gonna say this, to ever walk the third rock from the sun. How dumb can you be? Seriously. How dumb? How dumb can you be? It just proves, man. It just proves the old adage, ladies and gentlemen. Democrats are stupid smart people who will vote idiots into power. They really are. Democrats are the stupid smart people who will vote idiots in. And basically, they are the dumbest people who will vote to hang themselves. Pretty much. Pretty much, folks. Pretty much. But if you ask me, folks, if you ask me, how dumb, stupid do you have to be to vote for a party that says the quiet part out loud about you and says the quiet part out loud that disses you? How stupid do you have to be? That's all I want to know. That's all I really want to know. Really. But before I end the show today, guys, before I really do, guys, I want to talk about this. I was talking about this the other day as I was getting my tires aligned, okay, at the car shop. One thing I was talking about is like this. How bad does it really have to be in this country before people ever fucking wake up and smell the goddamn coffee? How bad does it have to get in the United States of America before people wake up, smell the goddamn coffee, and fucking realize that they are destroying this country? How bad? How bad does it have to get? Really? How bad? I mean, what's it gonna take? High crime rates? Murder rates going through the roof? People getting robbed, mugged, raped, home invaded? Or taxes going so sky high that you can't afford shit anymore? That only the rich can afford shit? How bad does it really have to be? I mean, this is a valid question. How bad does it have to be in this country before people wake up and smell the goddamn fucking coffee and fucking realize that voting Democrat means voting to shoot yourselves in the foot and voting to basically like wipe yourself off the face of the earth? How bad? That's all I want to know. How bad does it have to fucking be? How bad? Because it seems like it is going to get bad. And I'm telling you, what we're going to see here is what I call the Giuliani effect. And Dan Bongino called it too. The Giuliani effect was like this. If you look at the New York City mayor election between David Dinkins and Rudy Giuliani, under Dinkins, the city got so bad that the crime rate was so awful that people said enough is enough. They were voting for Giuliani, and next thing you know, Giuliani cleaned up the streets, cleaned up crime, cleaned up everything, basically threw the criminals right into jail. So the question here is, how bad does it have to get before it gets any better? How bad? How bad does it have to be? Because it has to somehow get bad. I mean, look at it this way, man. It has to get really bad before Democrats finally wake up and finally smell the goddamn coffee and fucking realize that they're voting to shoot themselves in the foot. I mean, basically, they probably shot themselves so many times, but the pain has to be bad. So to me, the level of pain is probably not severe enough for them to fucking realize, oh shit, we shouldn't have voted Democrat. We shouldn't have voted for these policies. We shouldn't have voted for this and this and this. Yeah. So it seems to me, ladies and gentlemen, it ain't bad enough yet. And it's got to get to a point where sooner or later, Democrats are going to have to fucking wake up and realize it's getting awful. It's getting bad. It's getting It's getting way, 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 way bad. It's getting bad enough to a point right now where people are saying like this. They can't take it anymore. They can't. So they're probably going to wind up voting Republican. But at the moment, they're voting Democrat and basically shooting themselves in the foot. But the pain isn't bad enough for them to say, that's it, it's enough, it's time to vote Republican. It really is, guys. It really is. So it has to get really bad. It has to get bad enough for them to realize that, yeah, it's time to vote Republican or conservative, okay, or libertarian for that matter, okay? Because like Dan Bongino said, and I agree with him on this, the Democrats are the cause of all your problems. The Republicans may not be the solution, but they are a quick fix. But my better solution is probably libertarians. Okay? They probably are. But how bad does it have to get before people fucking realize that you keep shooting yourselves in the foot? The pain is going to hit you. Okay? To me right now, the pain, they're not feeling the pain because they're delusional and whatever drug they're taking. Shit, I like to try it. Okay? Whatever their drug they're taking to hide the fact that everything around them is crumbling. I like to try it. I liked it. I really do. But anyway, guys, I'm here at Cumberland Farms. I got to get something to eat and go to work. But I thank you guys for listening to Nicky's World. I'm Nicky, your host. I will see y'all soon. Bye for now. You just listened to an episode of Nicky's World. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all soon. Bye for now.